Hello there gorgeous gamers and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got another review for you, this time for Crossfire Sierra Squad on PSVR 2. A shooter that has just about everything one would want from a Call of Duty VR clone. Well, almost everything. Let's get on with it. Crossfire Sierra Squad is a Call of Duty clone. There, I've said it, again. It's not a terrible thing, mind you, seeing as Call of Duty has avoided VR like the plague, or more aptly, the Rona. We did get that mini spin-off game on the original PSVR headset, but a true and proper Call of Duty VR campaign has so far eluded us. So, in steps Crossfire Sierra Squad with a serviceable effort. It's not going to win any of the awards that Call of Duty rests its hat on, but it's got a lot of content, fun guns to go pew pew with, and there's even co-op and a horde mode. Honestly, there's way more here than there's any right to be. Or maybe my expectations have been set so low by the likes of Firewall Ultra. What you get in this fairly priced package is a single player campaign that is absolute nonsense, voiced by absolute phone-ins, but is also absolute fun. There's a fella called Terry, I think there's a Dave, and there is, because this is a military shooter, of course an Alpha, Bravo and Charlie team, because that's standard jazz. The story itself though, I honestly couldn't tell you who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. The writing is worse than mine on my worst days, and the voice acting is a mockery of the profession. Alright, that's a bit harsh, but one way to compare it, and the gameplay I suppose, is to those 90s arcade light gun shooters like Time Crisis. The acting was always terrible, we never knew what was really going on, just that we had to shoot anybody holding a gun. Same deal here really. I wasn't just padding the word count when I said that the gameplay is also like those arcade coin munchers. It really is Time Crisis, but with the ability to move around freely, pick up weapons, and all without having to beg mum and dad for one more coin. Missions are short and sweet, typically done and dusted within 10 to 15 minutes. Missions are basic, run-of-the-mill, go here, shoot baddies, hold out for a couple of minutes, move along to the next checkpoint and shoot some more bad guys, and the levels typically end with a tough encounter against a boss-like bad guy, or just relentless waves after waves of grunts, RPG dudes, and snipers. Interestingly, Crossfire Sierra Squad has two gameplay modes for its campaign and other modes. You can play the arcade mode, where enemies are a little spongy when it comes to bullets, displaying health bars over their heads. You're also a little spongy too, so it balances out and makes for a fast-paced run and gun experience. But if you want something a little more tactical, where the odds are definitely not in your favour, you can play in realistic mode, where the health bars are gone and enemies drop with just a couple of well-placed shots. And, of course, you also take an increase in damage, so running and gunning like Rambo on meth does not work. You need to really take cover and think about your forward moves. This ups the difficulty massively, and I found that, at least when I was playing solo, I sucked big time. But if you've got a co-op buddy to play with, it really does shine. I played a few levels with my co-op brother-in-arms, Jeremy, and we had a blast. One level in particular had us playing for almost an hour because we chose to play in realistic mode, and we constantly failed at the final hurdle. Each new run we would plan our advance. I tried to cover Jazz with the sniper and take out the buggers who were ruining our fun, while he mooched forward from cover to cover. You'd think that doing the same mission over and over and failing time and time again would put us off, but it was actually really fun, and we had a good laugh doing it. And when we finally did complete the mission, it felt like we really achieved something. Co-op is a big part of Crossfire Sierra Squad, though it's totally optional. Every mode in the game, whether it's the campaign, the individual challenge missions, or horde mode, can be played with a mate, and all the regular options are there and customizable to give you the experience that you want. The rewards and progression are fair too, with your character levelling up after gaining enough XP, allowing you to unlock new weapons, attachments, and so on. It's standard stuff, but the constant drip of new goodies does that thing that gamer brains like, so kudos for that. Crossfire Sierra Squad delivers a fun, fast shooter with satisfying gunplay, fun and functional co-op, and more content than most other PSVR 2 shooters out there. And it works. No sitting around in lobbies, no random crashes, and no disgusting microtransactions. You can't really ask for much more, can you? And that is the end of this review. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, go on below and hit the like button, and if you aren't subscribed already, give that one a tap too. And don't forget the bell icon so that you're notified whenever we've got new stuff for you to watch. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, cheers my dears.